It's been many days and many weeks since I decided that I wanted to have a more travel-friendly camera. Why? Because I was actually it's been hundreds of times when I've been somewhere, either in the city, on a travel, on a vacation, anywhere, and I wanted to have a camera with me. And it's been hundreds of times that I have regretted not taking a camera with me, but then again, how could I? Everything is bulky, all the nice lenses are big, and it's just not comfortable. It's not. Whoever tells you it's comfortable, it's not. When you have so many bags with you, and you have your wife's bags, and you're moving, you're traveling, you're going to sightseeing, and you can't just bring a big ass DSLR with a 24-70. It's just not practical. I mean, you can, but you can't bring anything else. And for those of you who are married, know that your camera is not the most important thing. Anyway, I was on the lookout for the most compact package that I could afford and that I could get. And luckily, I had my XE1, the Fujifilm XE1, which is a wonderful little camera. It's slow, it's so outdated by now, but the images it produces, I mean, I don't know, I'm not so technical, I don't know what's in that sensor, the X-Trans 1, but it's just magic. I swear I've seen halations on this sensor, film-like halations. I don't know how. I don't know how old it is, it's maybe 13, 14, 15 years old. I got mine for a really good bargain, but all the lenses that I had were just too bulky. Even with my TT Artisan 25 f2, which is somewhat of a pancake lens, it's still too bulky. I needed something that I could just, put in my pocket or in a small backpack pocket or just carry in my hand without it being obtrusive. And there's the other thing. If you're shooting street or travel or whatever, you either want an autofocus lens, which I'm preaching against, at least whatever. We'll get to that another time. You either need an autofocus lens or you need to stop down really, really deep, like f8, f11. Because when you're traveling and when you're on the street or you're on a vacation, you don't always have the time to focus properly. You don't have the time to create, a very elaborate composition. Because many times you're on foot, you're walking. There's people behind you, or you're in a group, or your spouse is waiting for you, or whatever. And you just don't have that luxury of putting on an LNG filter, shooting an F1.4, which you shouldn't be doing in the first place, because you're not stupid. Anyway, so I was looking for pancake lenses, and I wanted to go as tiny as possible. And at one point, I was even considering the UFO lens. I think it's called like that, by 7 Artisans, which is the 6.3, 6.7, something like this, 18 mil. However, I stumbled upon a video by Tom Carlton, I think it's called, and he was doing a comparison between different pancake lenses. And actually, I almost pressed the buy now button for something image. Sorry, I forgot. A Chinese brand, GS Image. I don't know. But it was an 18 mil, 6.3, I think, or maybe 5.6. I'm very bad at this. And it had a small manual focus lever, and it was all metal. So I almost bought that when I found out that actually Viltrox is going to release a new lens. And that lens, I watched a couple of reviews, and it proved to be very tiny. with good image quality, autofocus, which is amazing for that kind of, size. The only drawback, and it is a drawback in some cases, is that it's a fixed aperture. It's a 4.5, which is not terrible. I mean, it could have been worse. However, I find that in extremely bright outdoors, like if you're, luckily I don't live near deserts, but I'm assuming in the winter when everything is white and the snow is very, very bright, this lens would be struggling, at least with my body, because my body is 1/4000th of a second maximum, and maybe I'll have to just use a lower ISO, which is not ideal because you lose dynamic range. Anyway, why am I here? Why am I talking about this? I am not sponsored by any means, even though I wished I was. I wish somebody would call me to, give me money, talking how good their thing is. Anyway, this is not sponsored. I bought this with my own money, and here it is. This is the Viltrox. Let me open. There's a little lever, which is okay. So we're getting to the good stuff. First, it's small. It's really small. It's like a cap. And the best thing, apart from the autofocus for me, is that there is no cap. There is no not anything. There is this little lever right here, which you flick, and it's ready to go. And whenever you're done, you just close it. And it's genius. It's not something that's I anticipated, but this is so good because you don't have to worry about putting the caps in your pockets or losing time putting it off or on or whatever. It's just great. So with the XE1, or I guess any XE line, it's tiny. And since it's so tiny, I can put it in almost any pocket, or even if I'm carrying it by hand, I can just, carry it like this. And when I'm walking on the street or on a vacation or on a trip, whatever, I don't carry a big ass body with me with a huge lens protruding and people are watching at me. I can just do this, and by the time you realize what I'm holding, I'm, long gone. So yeah, thieves are not very incentivized to come near me. Easy to carry. I don't draw attention, and yeah, it just looks like a woman holding her purse or whatever, or holding a point and shoot disposable camera. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. It's a good lens. These are the photos that I took with it on a recent trip, and I think this is a marvel. It's very good in terms of image quality. The autofocus is a bit slow, but that might be because of my body, because it's 15 years old. And again, why am I saying all this? I'm not bragging because it's cheap. I'm not I'm not trying to make you buy it because I don't care. I'm not sponsored. I will literally receive nothing if you buy this. And honestly, I don't care if you buy it. However, I want to tell all the, photographers in the making, all the beginners, that the most important thing in photography is practicing it. The more you shoot, the better you'll get. The more photos you put behind you, the better your next photo is going to be. And what better way to practice photography if not just having a camera everywhere, not your phone. We've talked about phones. We don't use phones, we use proper cameras. And this is a proper camera. It might not be XE1, it could be a XE2, 4, 5, 3, I don't care. It could be a Sony. I think they'll make this lens for many camera mounts. I think it's even, maybe it's full frame, I'm not sure. It says APS-C frame, but anyway, it'll be made for all of the mirrorless brands. It doesn't matter what you have, if it's a Lumix, Nikon, Sony, Canon, whatever. You just need something to practice. You need something to record your daily activities. You need something to photograph and to practice photography. And this is one of the most compact, tiny setups. There are cameras that are smaller, like the Sony RX line, the Lumix L something line. But I just have Fuji. I'm a Fuji lover, Fuji believer. I'm a Fuji user. I love the colors. I love everything that Fuji does. Again, not sponsored, but Fuji, if you're watching this, hit me up. And yeah, I have literally nothing else to say. It's a wonderful lens, and I like it.